On. Welcome to the CCO Pre-Show for episode 463.
463?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes. Brought to you by the wonderful patrons at patreon.com/CCO podcast.
Whether they like it or not.
That's where you go if you do like the show and you want to support, because the pre-show is a lot of fun now. We do a little bit longer pre-show. We talk about some topics on my super professional phone.
Hey, man, all the pros just look at their phone during the show.
Yes, all of the members of the CFP.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, exactly. Commander Format Panel, much like the Popper Format Panel.
What the fuck is that?
It's like a governing body that like makes the rules for us to follow, because Magic doesn't have enough rules, so we need more rules by people that make the game but don't make the game. But you remember the keg?
I thought they fired all those people.
And the rules committee, the RC. I was looking for the words. The RC.
Vaguely.
Yes. Well, the CFP is 17 members, much of which are the same as the old, what is it? Rules Committee, the RC, and the old Commander Advisory Group. Now they're the CFP. They've had to sign this gag order to make sure they never say anything bad, but they are encouraged to voice their agreement or disagreement with WotC rules to, I guess, save face with the greater Magic community.
In the contract that they signed, how much larger and more bolder and colorfuler do you think the word was agreement, as opposed to smaller and harder to read disagreement?
I don't know. You know what? We're being a little bit facetious. Ultimately, this is like...
How many of these 17 members are wearing a SpongeBob Squarepants t-shirt right now? I'll bet you all of them.
I'm ready. We're not talking about Vegas because we're going to get upset because we're not there.
Correct.
We're not doing it. But I did ask Brando, is there a more polarizing Universes Beyond IP than SpongeBob?
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no.
I don't think there is. I really don't. And like you think, oh, what if they did something ridiculous like Dog? Well, it's too small. What about Care Bears? Well, I think that Care Bears would probably actually make a pretty cool secret lair.
Yeah, more
But
endearing to
SpongeBob?
many people's childhood, right? In
Yeah.
lots of think of My Little Pony. That was like received by the bronies and general people, and it was for charity.
The people dug that.
SpongeBob's throwing all that out the window.
Yeah. I think this is how far. Okay, can we go this far? Is this how far we can go? And then, with luck, it'll just eat shit, and we won't have to worry about ones like this anymore.
Oh, I'm ready.
We don't have to worry about like just every IP ever that releases a new something just has a secret lair too, because this is the door we're knocking on with SpongeBob. I would argue.
SpongeBob is knocking on my door, and it's me doing the Jack Nicholson meme. Yes, I'm ready.
But he's not going to buy it or anything.
But
Like
maybe I'll go to FusionGamingOnline.com and get an open one.
Lol.
Use a special promo code CCO Summer. Save myself some money.
Double lol.
Yeah, well, they get them. We can get. I've gotten secret layers from open secret layers from Fusion in the past, and so have you.
I've gotten singles.
Yeah,
from there
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, for
Got
sure.
sealed ones from there too. Actually, that's
Yeah, a little harder to come by usually, right?
What, unless they're those like, 'cause there's those like waves of them where they kind of suck, but there's like one card that I want in them, so I can get them for like $10 less than I would have spent otherwise.
Yes.
Which is cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
and then you let the business status eat the shipping to Canada.
That's right. That's right. I'm not an idiot. I just play one on the internet.
So, anyways, I wanted to mention SpongeBob because it's really like any polarizing thing in the Magic community, and like many things in the Magic verse at large, it is interesting to me, fun to talk about, entertaining for me. I hope it's entertaining for people because, man, no shit. Like, I open up a Facebook comment with a picture of the SpongeBob Secret Lair, like promo art from Vegas.
Right.
And it's posted 1 hour ago. There's 490 comments on it. And it like, if you could colorize the comments, you would just have an alternating string of Christmas lights, like red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. I hate it. I love it. I hate it. I love it. This is ruining Magic. Oh, man, take all my money. I hate it. I love it. I hate it. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah. Mad face heart, mad face heart, mad face heart.
Just like the Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
The same
and
thing.
and just like Lord of the Rings, just like Transformers, they're ruining magic. Oh my God, this is the end of magic. Yeah. We'll talk about more of that stuff on an upcoming CCO. I know the patrons have said that they want more discussion and thoughts and dialogue, right? Because there's other changes like, here's what's not changing is they're going to pump out sets every month.
Yeah.
And it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, we're
I
stuck.
I think generally people are over that and they buy what they want.
Yeah.
And because
we
people
figured it out. We've normalized to the situation.
because people buy what they want, WotC's just like, here's more stuff. If you don't like this one, buy the next one. If you don't like this one, buy the next one, right?
I think that's why, or should I say? Do you think that's why they're doing so many outside IPs to kind of buffer that if people don't want it, there's somebody else that will. They're trying to appeal to other people. Like,
Yeah.
let's just say SpongeBob gets his own set. Let's just say that.
Oh, I'm ready.
Like, the Magic players, let's just say, they're like, oh man, fuck this. I don't want anything to do with this crap. I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah.
But then all the SpongeBob fans and collectors like, oh, this is some cool SpongeBob merch that I'm going to go out and buy some of it. And that way WotC like hedges their bets so that none of their sets are a complete flop.
Yeah.
And they've got 3 of those now a year that are kind of guaranteed to get some kind of outside interest.
Yeah, it's like insulating, right? That is one of the reasons. There's umpteen reasons that they do so many universes beyond, right? It's to get...
There's one reason. There's just one.
Yes, that's what it
is
comes
it.
back to, right? That is the handle of the umbrella. The excitement leaving my wallet going into Hasbro's wallet is the one reason, but there's a whole bunch of things that kind of funnel into that, right?
Yeah, there's lots of reasons why it will make money.
Where
It's like an upside down umbrella, and then
oh yeah, that's a better analogy actually.
because it catches all the money, right?
Yes, that is a better reason. But yeah, lots of products to insulate from like people spending or not spending, right? If you like graphed my expenditure on sealed product over the last year, right? Like you'd see a very distinct trend in I haven't spent a whole ton of money on product save for Lord of the Rings.
It goes like
last
this:
year.
Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
and that's how it is.
Yep. To get new people in is another way, right? Let's take the SpongeBob fans. Let's bring them in. Let's take the Lord of the Rings fans. There's already crossover. Let's bring them in. Let's take the D&D, like the Magic adjacent people who are into D&D. They know what Magic is. Maybe they've even done Magic campaigns.
Yeah.
Because there are those.
They exist.
Let's bring them in. Let's make a D&D set. Forgotten Realms, right? And Baldur's Gate.
Yep, Forgotten
Right?
Realms, Baldur's Gate is in the Forgotten Realms.
Yeah,
the D&D shit. Then they did Warhammer, which is kind of the same thing, but on like the other side.
Yeah.
Like of the, they're sitting together on a bench. They're next to each other.
Yeah,
and
like
then-
us.
Exactly. And now we're looking at what are the next ones coming out? There's Marvel and Final Fantasy next year.
Spooderman.
Spider-Man is. I think that's part of the whole. Marvel
Yeah,
thing.
I'm going to count that as, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of pumped to see more of the. I didn't think I was actually gonna get excited for the Final Fantasy. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait. It's gonna be all like lightning and snow and all the bullshit.
I don't know what
from
any of that
a
means.
bunch of assholes in a car. First image they share, Kefka Palazzo from Final Fantasy VI, the best villain in the entire series. Not close.
It's like they know what they're doing.
Right? It's like, damn it, fuck you, WotC.
They gotcha.
They gotcha. I like that one card. I'm excited to see the previews.
Well, that is to say, you like 100% of what you've seen so far.
And that's rare for me.
Oh, yeah,
That's
very unheard of.
Because it's even a cool picture.
There you go.
Like a clown guy, and there's some magic stuff. He's like, hoo, and you just know that he's just burning kids with a laser. Because that's what he does.
That's what he does. Yeah. What do you think the secret layers are going to be like for that? You think they're going to get some of the old school art style, old school Nintendo screenshots, put them on a card?
I would love to see.
That'd be cool. I bet your producer Gary's excited for that.
And Gary's gonna like this. If they did like a Final Fantasy 1 that looked like Final Fantasy 1,
yes,
with all the boxes on the screen and like the text is where you hit the goblin for this many damage, and that says what the spell does.
Oh, they just did with the Fibblethip with the lightning bolts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly like that, but like a little bit less HD pixel art and just straight up 8-bit.
Just garbage.
Jank that you can make with perler beads in your bedroom.
Yeah, and it's still
dude.
got like the old school tube TV pattern over it, like when you try to take a photograph of a tube TV. Yeah. Literally give me a photograph of Final Fantasy 1 slap it on a Magic card.
I think that would be cool, and
Oh.
I would certainly invest in that.
Next level.
Oh.
Next level. Okay, so then when we go to like a Magic Con, or not a Magic Con, but a Command Fest or a face-to-face weekend like Calgary coming up, and you know how face-to-face always gets the big cards, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they do lots of showcase arts.
Sure do.
So this is what we do.
Okay.
We talk to our good friend Uncle Kelly.
Yeah.
And we say, hey, we're coming to this thing. Producer Gary likes Producer Gary.
Yep.
He likes Final Fantasy 1.
Sure does.
And we say, we need a big card for him.
Oh,
We get a
baby.
big card pixel art photograph tube TV showcase.
Oh, that'd be cool.
We get a big card. We hang it in the damn studio.
That would be really cool.
Yes.
I would certainly contribute to making that happen.
That'd be cool.
That would be really neat.
Super secret tech, though. Don't tell producer Gary.
Okay.
I don't think he's got his headphones in, so I don't think he can hear us.
I think the window's open.
No, he can't hear.
Okay, good.
He's
way over there.
I'm still looking for my 4th big card to complete my set in Studio CCO.
Right.
So if we get that card I just talked about,
Yep.
I'll probably just keep it. No, we hear it. I wasn't sure if he's going to hear.
No, I definitely hear. The window and the door's open.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
This is a big, luxurious studio, but it's not that large. It is that luxurious, though, I'll tell you. It is. Come on, there's cookies and sodas and no beer in the fridge. and
Yeah,
it's fine, it's great.
yeah. Well, that is his fault too. Okay, last thing I wanted to talk about. We talked about SpongeBob, Final Fantasy. We talked about the CFP, the 17 people that are 11 of them are the same. It does let us know that maybe the right people are in those positions.
That's important.
That is important, and I do know a few of them that were on the RC and CAG, and so do you.
Yep.
And a few of those people are repeat members of the CFP, and I do know that they have good minds for Commander as a whole, like the format, and they're here's an important one, everybody. They're good communicators. That's very important.
Yeah.
They know how to both broadcast their voice, whether it be in the written word or on some form of content like what we do, but they're also good one-on-one communicators and can hold conversations, and they can teach and educate people one-on-one, and just like I don't want to say influence people, but they can really make people understand the value of their viewpoint.
And some of them fucked around and found out, and they're not going to do that again.
Also, yes. Also, yes. Also, yes.
As much as there was a bunch of terrible stuff that came out of that, there was a lesson learned. And I feel we all learned it, and going forward, things will be better.
And
it's important that we have people that firsthand were like, oh, shit, involved in that, too.
yeah, and it's important now that these people are working right alongside WotC to funnel up the information to WotC to say, hey, WotC, here's what we think. And WotC is going to make the decision, and then these people can say, yeah, I agree or I don't agree. And ultimately, if something very extravagant happens, like the Dockside Jeweled Lotus Mana Crypt non-communication prior to ban issue, because I think that's what the issue was. If something like that happens again, I'm sure these people are still going to get dumped on. So good on them for like being a martyr for the community. I hope that it's communicated clearly and often enough that the general public, the every person, knows that it is a WotC decision at this point.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Last thing I had to talk about is combat damage when double blocking. That changed. That's changing with Magic Foundation.
I am actually, and you know me and big changes.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with this change.
Yes.
I really am. I thought that the way that I'm not even sure how many people that are watching this played when Damage used the stack.
Ooh.
But Damage using the stack was both confusing and really abusable.
Oh man, I abuse the shit out of it all the time.
I miss it because of that, but that's because sometimes I can be a degenerate jerkbag and I just want to get people. And I feel like the way that things are right now today when we play Magic, while it doesn't happen as often as when Damage uses the stack, there were situations where you could get somebody, and especially like a newer player that's just learning how to assign combat damage, when you're teaching them how to do it and then just give them the finger and what you told them would happen doesn't happen, can get frustrating.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy that this change is happening. It just kind of upfronts everything and make things work, I think, the way lots of people thought it worked anyway.
Yes. I was... and I've played Magic for a long time, and sometimes I'd still have to ask and being like, okay, when I block with two guys and this is not how it works, but this is how it makes sense in my head. If creatures are on a battlefield in front of me, and I say, you two, dummies, go block that big frickin' guy, right? You first, you second.
Yeah.
I order the blockers as the blocking guy. You're going to block first because I said so.
Yeah.
But that's not how it worked. The attacker would come in and be like, hey, I'm going to pick these two guys, smaller one first, so I'm going to kill him.
And I say, hey, punch that little one first.
Yes,
And then
right?
your guy, dummies, why didn't you block in the order I told you to? And I'm like, yeah, because I'm the boss.
Exactly. Right now, with the change in here, I got the thing right up here. Here's the change. Damage assignment order no longer exists. If a creature is facing multiple opposing creatures in combat, that creature's combat damage is assigned and dealt as its controller desires during the combat damage step. So there's more. Other players won't necessarily know what's going to happen. Okay, so if I have a 5/5 and you have a 1/1 and a 5/5,
Yeah.
and for some reason you block with both of them, I can pick where my attacker's damage goes, and you can pick where your blocker's damage goes.
Yes.
I'll assign 1 to your guy and 4 to your other guy.
Yeah.
Or all 5 to your 5/5 and your 1/1 lives.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter what order I put the blockers in to deal lethal damage to the first one and then get or don't get the second one. And it doesn't matter where you want the damage to go. I'm going to just assign it, and you're going to assign yours.
And people are probably saying, well, isn't that how it works anyway? No. 'Cause the way things work right now today is if this exact same situation happened, I would say, okay, that 1/1 is a real pain in my ass, and I want to make sure that it dies. Fuck this 5/5, I'm losing my guy anyway.
Like if you're attacking me with a 5/5 and I've got a 5/5 blocker and a 1/1 blocker.
And I'm going to kill that 1/1 because it's important to me that I kill that 1/1. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to kill your 1/1, and the rest of the damage will go to your other guy, and it's going to live, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You actually now, the way the rules are written and set up, you have the opportunity to give your 1/1 protection from my creature, or make it so big I can't kill it, or do something to it, and then I'm fucked. And I can't kill your 1/1, I can't kill your 5/5, I still lose my 5/5, and then I'm like, as a new person, I probably just quit the Magic forever, and as an established person, I'm like, oh,
I got this.
shit, that sucks.
I got this. I attack Brando with a 5/5.
I just block it with Brash Taunter.
I was going to say, you have a 5/5 and a Brash Taunter. And for some reason, maybe my guy got Menace. Ooh, got to be blocked by 2 guys.
Yeah.
I assign 100% of the damage to the 5/5. Brash Taunter takes no damage.
Correct.
Ooh, beat the system.
Yeah.
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 Brash Taunter standing there with his middle finger up. Takes no damage.
But he did block the creature.
He did block, and I just chose not to damage him.
And then I tapped him, and he get 5'd anyway. Man, Brash Taunter is so versatile and handsome. I love that guy.
Yeah. Or you could tap him before combat damage and fight and deal combat damage to your 5/5 if my damage trigger matters, right? So there's still lots of like nuance and subtlety to combat. This isn't dumbing it down, which is often the argument, or when people are adverse to like rules changes, they say, well, combat damage using the stack added so much complexity, and now they're dumbing it down for new players, right? Remember the M10 rule change when all this happened?
Yep. Now I can't attack with a Mazavith and kill your guy, and then Mazavith my dude out of combat.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
Yeah, so it's not dumbing it down. There's still plenty of complexity within the Magic rules set.
I'm sure that we'll find other ways to get caught up and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there'll be other ways that we can find to make judges do and say this. Fucking Commander players.
That's right.
yeah.
We're gonna run into one of those probably with our deck today.
Oh,
or tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple of things that I had to look up to make sure that it worked the way that I think it does.
Yes.
And it didn't work the way I thought it did, so I'm glad I looked it up.
I don't know specifically what you're talking about, but I can imagine because I had the same thought, because I actually want to play this deck.
There we go.
That's all I'm going to say about it, though.
We all know they all know what we're playing.
Do they?
Yep. We told them last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So if you watched last week's show, you can tell us in the comments and get entered in to win the booster pack of fucking Magic cards if you're a loser. Or if you want tokens, which are amazing. Or stickers.
Also good.
Also very good.
Yep.
Then you could have those things.
I guess let us know a couple things. Okay, let us know what the commander for tomorrow is, but you got to have watched last week's show. Let us know if you're excited or fucking hate the SpongeBob crossover. Let us know what you think about damage, the blocking changes. And let us know if there's any changes that you foresee to the commander format as a result of the commander format panel.
Here's something that I want to know too.
Oh.
What do you think is the most polarizing IP they could bring in?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like-
What would be the most polarizing thing? Would it be like
If it's not SpongeBob, what is it? Because I'm sure that there's other things that we're not thinking of. There's,
within
like,
reason? Like
Yeah.
don't give us like some.
it can't be
thing-
I spit on your grave. Because obviously
Yeah.
that would be more controversial.
Oh
and more
no,
polarizing.
no. I got this. Secret lair world politics. Oh, secret lair religion. Secret. Okay. Let's limit the search.
I'm glad
query.
I'm glad that we removed those ones.
Yeah,
from
let's limit the search
good ones.
query to non-fiction IPs. No, sorry, fictional IPs.
Yeah, there we go.
Fictional IPs. Yeah.
There we go.
I didn't say science fiction IPs. I didn't say fantasy IPs. It's fictional IPs, things that
Yes.
didn't actually happen in the real world. Let's limit it to that, just to save ourselves some arguments in the comments. Okay.
Yes. Good call. Good call. Well done. Well done.
Okay.
We did it.
CCO Pre-Show 463. You're Brando.
I
Here
am.
with Ryan.
I am.
Not getting brash taunters blocked in or damaged in combat. Hit our theme song.
Burr.
Bye-bye.